From an African point of view, a highlight of this conversation was the discussion of the Pan-African payment system, which has immense potential to stimulate trade and growth by increasing the spend and certainty and reducing the costs of cross-border payments in Africa. Participants also debated the question of whether a Brics currency is possible or even desirable, with strong views expressed both for and against, with little consensus being reached. Seen from a banker's perspective, the debate would probably progress more fruitfully if the discourse maintained a sharper conceptual distinction between international payments on the one hand and reserve currencies on the other. For example, and as the example of the PAPS illustrates, under certain circumstances, it may be possible to simplify international trade and the attendant payments using a collection of domestic currencies without any reference to any international reserve currency. It's also important to be realistic about the necessary characteristics of an international reserve currency. These include being a currency issued by a central bank with very high credibility in the implementation of monetary policy, being the currency of a state or supranational entity with an equally strong track record of fiscal policy and meeting its debts, being freely available in large quantities in many jurisdictions, and full convertibility at all times.
We on location. I remember way back. You ain't have no swag. You did a little research. Now you got a moon bag. Now you got a new walk. Now you got new swag. You did a little research. Now you got a moon bag. Well, let me show you what the moon bag's like. You take them gains when it gets that high. I mean, the market may dip for a little bit. That's when I hurry up and buy. Me, I just wanna rub them thighs. I like my oatmeal chunky. Banana nuts all in it. Shit, you're talking about the Blockchain Monkeyz. It's a solo nation.
So us as Blockchain Monkeyz in this digital asset space, we hodl and we trade. And when we do hold, we make sure it's on a cold storage wallet. And the wallet we prefer is DCENT. And why do you prefer cold storage? Because only we want access to our assets.
The world's most advanced cold wallet for the new generation of cryptocurrency lovers, DCENT. Quickly verify full transaction details on large OLED display.
What is going on, Blockchain Monkeyz? Eagle here, and I thank you for coming to my jungle. First of all, I'm no financial advisor whatsoever, nor am I professional in blockchain technology. But there is one thing that I absolutely will do, and that's give my opinion. So today, we have got to talk about this Brics situation. Is the dollar dominance coming to an end? And is there a connection with XRP? You know what? Before we can even get to it, I'm gonna need you to rub them hands together. Real vigorously. Let's slide down Twitter. Coming in hot, we have Chad Steingraber. And ladies and gentlemen, if you're not connected with him on Twitter X, you might want to do so. Okay, we have here from 2022, Travelex Bank is the first bank in Brazil to operate exclusively in foreign exchange, which is one of the reasons why Ripple has selected it for its partnership. Reminder that RippleNet is connected. You have Travelex Bank, Brazil, FOMOPay, Singapore, hashtag XRP, hashtag Brics. Now, right here, we have Ripple launched ODL in Brazil in August 2022. What do you think they've been doing this whole time, ladies and gentlemen? Laying the foundation, brick by brick, track by track. We are talking about the bridge. Now, you have here, in July 2022, Ripple partnered with Singapore payments institution FOMOPay. Through this partnership, FOMOPay will use Ripple's crypto-enabled enterprise technology to improve its cross-border treasury flows. The solution leverages on-demand liquidity, which uses XRP to bridge fiat currencies. So take a look here. Coming in hot from Megan. New development bank successfully issues first African rand denominated bond in international market.
How the multilateral system has actually, in a way, failed the global south, then you can imagine that there's a lot of interest in Brics, and that is why we see those amounts of countries wanting to join Brics. And I think that sentiment then also spills over in terms of interest in what the new development bank is doing and other assets apart from those ones that are only seen as your typical US dollar issuers.
The bank auctioned off 2 bonds, a 5-year note at 1 billion rand and a 500 million rand 3-year note. The overwhelming support gave the bank an opportunity to up its trade to 1.5 billion rand. Over 70% was taken out by international investors, with the rest by local banks.
It's very exciting, but I think what I like most is now they've put away, let's say, 3 and 5 year debt. That debt can now be issued to South Africa for project funding in rands. And the big thing then, you don't run all this US dollar currency risk, because if you borrow in US dollars and you've got to pay 5% or whatever on that, and the rand goes from 16 to 19 to the dollar, it really causes pain. If you can denominate it in rands, that's great. Second prize is probably to denominate it in a currency that's more linked to your currency.
So what do you think? Are they going to be using XRP for this Brics system? Let me know in the comments below. Now, coming in hot from Crypto News Flash, Brics introduces multi-currency digital international payment system. Will it use XRP? We have here Brics country now contribute almost a third of global GDP, surpassing the G7's economic influence. Over 40 nations, including G20 members, have expressed interest in joining Brics, highlighting its expanding geopolitical weight. And after going through this article, I can see what they mean by laying foundations for a Brics financial ecosystem. Okay, we have Brics already possesses the infrastructure for an integrated payment system, huh? Instruments like the Brics Interbank Cooperation Mechanism by BricsPay have streamlined cross-border transactions, and the new development bank at the forefront of fostering Brics currency has made strides in raising local currency financing. However, challenges persist. Expansion of Brics membership can introduce more coordination hurdles, but it can also dilute the effectiveness of economic sanctions and speed up global monetary systems multipolarization. Today, Brics stands at the precipice of reshaping the world's economic and geopolitical order. What began as a mere financial prediction is now a potent coalition set to redefine the contours of global power. The 15th summit isn't just another meeting, it's a pivotal moment in world economic history. And speaking on BricsPay, ladies and gentlemen, if you slide on down here, you have decentralized multi-currency digital international payment system. What are they using? BricsPay is a joint venture between the 5 Brics countries, Brazil, Russia, India, China, and South Africa, that was launched in 2018 by the Brics Business Council among the top priorities in the annual report. The team behind the venture consists of individuals from all 5 countries. This includes experts in payment, banking, technology, and other related fields. They are responsible for developing the platform, creating new features, and providing customer support. Additionally, the team is responsible for managing relationships with partners, governments, and other stakeholders. BricsPay is a digital payments platform that is being jointly developed by the member countries of the Brics. And so before I let you go, I wanted to jump in on this Brics Journal of Economics. This coming in hot December 28th of 2020. Okay, on de-risking and de-dollarizing intra-Brics trade via smart contracts. We have her at the abstract. This study explores the existing systemic barriers in the intra-Brics national currency, use de-dollarization in currency swaps and trade finance. Now, I'm not going to read this whole thing to you, and I'll leave the link in the description below, but ladies and gentlemen, I need to hit on one point real quick. So we have here, in fact, in order to achieve the Brics goal of de-risking trade settlements and national currency, there is no need to create a specialized cryptocurrency for document flow. The simplest yet most advanced and low-cost blockchain feature that enables the aforementioned 4 exchanges to take place directly between Brics traders and banks and allows a seamless disintermediation of transactions between separate parties without the need for outside third parties such as the IMF. Thank you, goodness. Okay, is smart contracts, an original feature of Ethereum networks later adapted by other blockchains. Smart contracts allow multiple parties to program and preset conditional criteria for contracts based on fulfillment of services or market conditions, not needing a third party, okay? As well as automate the verification of fulfillment criteria via decentralized external verification mechanisms known as oracles. So you see the importance of oracles, ladies and gentlemen. And do you understand why Chainlink is partnered with Swift, which are blockchain middleware that creates a secure connection between smart contracts and various off-chain resources required for fulfillment? Now peep this right here, ladies and gentlemen. Funds needed to execute the contract can be temporarily pre-stored in a linked virtual escrow-like account. associated with the contract to guarantee fund availability at the time of execution. Why do they have XRP Ledger placed in here as an example? Anyways, once the contract execution date arrives and conditional fulfillment checks are completed, smart contracts self-execute and disperse associated payments to the contracting parties, automating execution and settlement, as well as eliminating contractual disputes and risks of non-fulfillment of obligation by counterparties. This is not financial advice at all, but we are talking about the bridge.
Cause it's the standard in this bitch. XRP. I went to YouTube University, and now they mocking me with no degree. We saying by the swift, keep it walking. Respect your elders in these bushes. Bitcoin is talking.
You don't have to be rich to be taking advantage of this. This was the beginning of the greatest transformation of wealth the world has ever fucking seen since World War II.
Blockchain. Blockchain. We talking about an intellectual choo-choo train. It's DLT up in these streets, man. That's why we rip all on that blockchain. Blockchain.